How are you doing today? Sure you had a blissful weekend. I welcome you to today's live stream. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. How are you doing today? What pairs are you interested in trading? Please drop it in the comment section. If there's any you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's get started. We'll start with Australian dollar USD. I'm going to share my weekly buyers and also my daily buyers with you. Okay. So on Australian dollar USD, I believe you can hear me. You can hear me. If you can hear me, please drop a comment. If you can hear me, drop your comments if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please drop your comments. Can you hear? Can you hear me? All right, Mr. Uche, Mr. Peps. Okay. All right. Good. So let's go straight to business. All right. So let's start with Australian dollar USD. So as you know, we'll start by looking at the weekly. Now, what do you see on the weekly time frame? What can you see on the time frame? Last weekend closed strongly bullish. Okay. Last weekend closed strongly bullish after clearing liquidity. Okay, at this previous high. Okay, it closed strongly bullish, and you can see that we have a fair gap here that is yet to be filled, and there's a high probability they want to fill this gap before going bearish. Okay, so my bias on Australian dollar USD for the week is bearish. Okay, my bias for Australian dollar USD for the week is bearish, but I want to see this gap. I'm going to wait for this gap to get filled before I go bearish. I hope you get that. So today I'm considering buying Australian dollar USD. I'm considering buying Australian dollar USD, and this gap will be my target. Okay, this fair value gap will be my T for the day. Now, before you go buying Australian dollar USD, let's go down to daily and see what we have on daily. So last week, that was on Thursday, right? Thursday closed as a spinning top, which indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish, right? On a daily time frame, after liquidity was cleared, a candlestick, a bearish reversal pattern formed, indicating that the trend is likely going to change from bullish to bearish. And you will see how Friday candle closed. Friday closed as a bullish candle, creating a support. Okay, creating a support. So if you are considering selling Australian dollar USD, you should wait for a candle to close below this support. Okay, wait for a candle to close below this support or below the fair value gap that was created after the close of Friday candle. Okay, you can sell below the low of this support or below the fair value gap that was created on Friday. Okay, after the close of Friday candle. So let's go down to 4 hour or 1 hour to identify the fair value gap. So you can see on 4 hour we have a fair value gap here. Can you see it? So if this gap, okay, if a candle closes below this gap, you might consider selling. You might consider selling. Okay, you might consider selling. Also, it is likely they want to fill this gap before going bullish. Okay, so if you are considering buying, like me, wait for price to fill this gap. Okay, when price gets into this gap, look out for a bullish reversal pattern. But if a candle closes below this gap, then you could go bearish on Australian dollar USD. Okay, so that's my take on Australian dollar USD. My bias for the week is bearish. Okay, but today, today my bias is bullish. So I'm looking for buy opportunity on Australian dollar USD today. Okay, but for the week, I'm considering selling when price hits the fair value gap. Okay, that is when I will consider selling Australian dollar USD. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Mr. Okoro, it's been a while. How are you doing? Mr. Okoro, it's been a while. How are you doing? Good to have you in today's session. Mr. Gbadamosi, I see you, my boss. How are you doing? Okay, so let's look at USD CHF. Please, if there's any pair you want us to analyze, let me drop it in the comment section. USD CHF. Okay, so you can see the pattern we have on USD CHF. Let's start with the daily. Now, last week candle. Okay, let's start with the candle, please. So last week candle, as you can see, closed as an armor, right? It looks like an armor, but before the formation of this armor, we had what looks like a shooting star. Which formed at a resistance level, right? That shooting star formed, you can see it formed at a resistance level. Okay, so based on this pattern, USD CHF is bearish at the moment. That's my daily bias is bearish, but my weekly bias is bullish. Now, after the close of this armor, a fair value gap was created on lower time frame. After the close of last week candle, a fair value gap was created on maybe daily 4-hour time frame. So we should see price fill that gap before going bullish on USD CHF. Okay, so let's go down to lower time frame. Let's go back to lower time frame. Let's go down to lower time frame. Daily. So on daily, do we have a fair value gap here on daily? No. So let's go down to, now if you look at the setup we have here on the daily, you will see this is a bullish setup. Because what they did here was to clear liquidity. Can you see it? They cleared liquidity at this previous low. That was what they did. And after the formation, after they achieved that, you can see the candlestick pattern that formed. This is a bullish reversal pattern. This looks like an armor. So based on the daily pattern, USD CHF is bullish for the week. But a fair value gap has been created after the formation of this armor. So we want to see price pull back to fill that fair value gap before we go bullish. Okay, so let's go down to 4-hour, 1 hour to identify the fair value gap that was created. Okay, so you can see on 4-hour, we have a fair value gap here. So that would be my expectation on USD CHF. I want to see price pull back to fill this fair value gap, okay, before I will consider buying. That's my take on USD CHF. We could also apply Fibonacci tool. Let's take it from this swing low to this swing high. Okay, so we want to see price pull back to a discount level before we buy. Okay, price is currently at premium, right? It's currently at premium. If you apply your Fibonacci on this previous range, right? If you apply it on this previous range, you would see that price is at premium right now. So you cannot buy at premium. So wait for price to pull back to a discount level. Okay, wait for price to pull back to a discount level before you, at least price should pull back to equilibrium. Okay, price should pull back to equilibrium before you consider buying. That's my take on USD CHF. So if I'm to take a trade on USD CHF today, it will be a sell. I might consider buying on Tuesday or Wednesday. That is if price pulls back to a discount level. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on USD CHF. My bias for the week is bullish, but for today, I'm considering selling. Okay, I'm considering selling. Okay, someone says we should look at Euro CHF. Okay, we'll look at that, but let's GU and gold before we look at Euro CHF. GU and gold. So GU, my bias for GU this week is bearish. Okay, my bias for GU this week is bearish. Why am I considering selling? Let's apply actually from this swing high to this swing low. Okay, you can see price is at what? Is at premium right now, right? Price is at a premium level. Can you see that? Okay, so I'm considering selling GBP USD this week. Okay, all I'm waiting for now is a bearish reversal pattern to form. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a bearish reversal pattern to form on GU to go bearish, and that bearish reversal pattern should form on a daily time frame. Okay, it has to form on a daily time frame. That is when I will consider selling GU. But let's go down to lower time frame. Let's see what we have on 4-hour and daily. Let's go down to daily. So what do we have on daily? Okay, so on daily, you would see that I had a fair value gap here on the daily time frame. You can see we had a fair value gap here, and that fair value gap has been filled. Okay, it has been filled. Now it is possible for them to pull back, for them to push price up to fill this gap. So this is the area I'm considering selling. This is the area I'm considering selling GBP USD. They might want to test this level again before going bearish. So this is where I'm considering selling GBP USD. So for today's market, I am considering GU to this zone. Okay, this will be my target on GU. If you are buying GU today, your target should be the fair value gap, which is about 60 from the current market price. 60 pips from the current market price, and your SL should be this low, which is about 60 pips also. So the risk reward is 1-1, which is very poor. 1-1, okay? But if you're going to execute this trade, you should trail your stops, okay? Because the risk reward is very poor, 1-1. But if you take the trade, as the market keeps moving in your direction, you reduce the risk on the trade. Okay? You reduce the risk on the trade if the market is going in your direction. So you could get to a point that you would have reduced your risk on the trade to maybe 30 pips. Okay, so that is how I would trade GBP today. That will be a buy. My bias for today's market is buy. Okay, I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Let's go down to 4-hour. Let's see what we have on 4-hour. Okay, so on 4-hour, a fair value gap was created here on 4-hour, and you can see price has tested that gap, right? Price has tested that gap. You would also see that we had a resistance here, so this could be a break and retest. Can you see that? This could be a break and retest. You know, when a resistance is broken, there's a probability that price will pull back to retest that resistance. So at this point, resistance was broken, and you can see there's a retest. So after that retest, let's see what we had on 1 hour. Let's see the candlestick pattern on 1 hour time frame. Let's see. Let's go to 1 hour. So you can see on 1 hour, price has been in a range. Okay, price has been in a range. So I think what they did this morning, okay, what they did this morning was to clear liquidity at this low. This is the low of Asian session. Yeah, this is the low of Asian session. So I think what they did this morning was to clear liquidity at this previous low, and that's they have achieved. Then you look at the candlestick that formed after liquidity was cleared. This looks like a bullish reversal pattern. Okay, this looks like a bullish reversal pattern. Now, after the formation of this bullish candle, I'm sure a fair value gap was created on a lower time frame. I'm sure that's why price is trying to pull back to fill that fair value gap. Okay, let's confirm on 15 minutes and 5 minutes. A fair value gap was created. Do we have a fair value gap here? No. Let's go down to 5 minutes. There has to be a fair value gap. Okay, so you can see on 5 minutes, you can see, right? We have a fair value gap here, and I think price has already filled that gap. Can you see it? Can you see? this candle has tested, so the market will still push price to fill this. So that's my take on GU today. Okay, buy, but for the weekly, my bias remains bearish. Okay, but I think um, price will hit the resistance level, that is a fair value gap, before going bearish. That is clear. Okay, so let's look at gold. After gold, we'll look at GJ. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you're getting value from this live stream, please give us a thumbs up. Okay, like this stream if you're getting value. If you're getting value from this stream, give it a thumbs up. 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 Okay, so that's my take on GU. Buy today, but weekly is bearish. Buy today, weekly is bearish. Okay, so let's look at gold. Gold is, my bias for gold this week is bearish. My bias for gold this week is bearish. Last week, gold was strongly bullish. Gold was bullish. The bulls dominated. They overpowered the sellers, the bears last week. Okay, and you can see what's playing out now. I believe the bullish move we've experienced in the market since it was last Tuesday, it's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Since last Wednesday, I think the purpose was to clear liquidity at this previous high. This is the monthly high, also the weekly high. So I think the bullish move was to clear this liquidity, and that's the average. So what I'm looking out for is a bearish reversal pattern. Okay, that's what I'm looking out for before selling gold. I'm waiting for a bullish reversal pattern, a bearish reversal pattern to form on gold before I would sell. You cannot sell gold right now until a bearish reversal pattern forms. Also, you cannot buy. I would not advise that you buy gold right now. As far as I'm concerned, it is overpriced. Okay, it is overpriced. Don't buy gold right now. Look for a sell. If you are considering buying gold, you should wait for a pullback to a support level or to a fair value gap before you buy. Please don't buy gold now. If you buy gold now, it's just too risky. It's just too risky. The risk is too high. Don't buy gold. The best time to have bought gold would have been on Wednesday or Thursday last week. Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, that would have been the best time to buy. So buying gold at the current market price now is at a very high risk. Please don't buy gold. Don't buy gold. Okay, if you are considering buying, if your bias is buy for the week, wait for a pullback. Okay, wait for a pullback. Okay, so that's my take on gold. Gold is bearish for the week. Okay, it's bearish for the week. Let's go down to daily. What pattern do we have on the daily? Okay, it's still very bullish on the daily also. Still very bullish. So as you know, after a breakout from a resistance, price is expected to pull back to test that resistance. So for those who are considering buying, you should price to pull back at least to this what's it called, resistance zone support before you consider buying. That would be my take. If you insist you want to buy gold, wait price to pull back. I hope that is clear. Okay, so which other pair? GJ. My bias for GJ is bearish for today's market. Okay, though long-term gold is still bullish. Okay, but my bias for gold today is bearish. Is bearish. Okay, is bearish. So let's start with the weekly time frame. Last week, gold was bullish last week, strongly bullish. It closed above this resistance. Okay, and that bullish move could be to clear liquidity at this previous high. That could be the reason for this bullish move, okay, that we experienced last week. was to clear liquidity at this previous high, and that they have achieved. So I'm expecting price to pull back. Now, long term, gold is still, GJ is still bullish long term, but I will not advise that you buy at the current market price. This is where you should have bought. This would have been the best entry to buy GJ. So if you are not bought here, you shouldn't be at this price. Okay, you shouldn't be buying at this price. This is where you should have bought after this engulfing pattern. You should have bought. If you missed the first move, you had another opportunity to buy at this point. If you had missed this opportunity, you can't buy here. You can't buy here unless you are the type that takes high risk. You are the type that is okay with high risk. That is when you consider buying. And there's a high probability that GJ would come and hit this previous high because this area is an area of liquidity. So this will be the next draw on liquidity, this high. I think that's where GJ is heading to, this high, okay? But I'm expecting a pullback before it continues with its bullish move. Okay, so my expectation is that GJ will pull back to 197, at least 197.03, or pull back to fill a fair value that was created, candlestick form, a fair value gap was created. Let me go down to 4 hour. So you can see a fair value gap was created. Okay, so we have a gap here. So I'm expecting GJ to pull back to fill this value gap before continuing with his bullish move. Okay, so if you want to sell GJ today, your stop loss should be, you can see what we have here on the 4-hour time frame. This is a bearish reversal pattern, right? This is a bearish reversal pattern. So if you are considering selling GJ like me, your stop loss should be 20 pips at least above the high of this candle. Your stop loss should be 20 pips above the high of this candle, and your first target should be 197.04. Your second target could be 196.44. 196.44. That's about 1 pips. Okay, and you'll be risking close to like 50 pips on this trade. So that's my take on GJ. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question? Okay, someone says we should look at Euro CHF. Okay, let me add it to my list. I don't trade Euro CHF, but since you requested for it, let me add it to my chart. I always advise that you focus on pairs that trend, pairs that are volatile. Okay, pairs that trend and pairs that are volatile. Okay, pairs like Euro CHF, I believe most times they range. Most times Euro CHF is in a range, so that shouldn't be a pair you should be trading. But let's just look at it. Okay, need to Euro CHF. Okay, so let's start with what we have on the 4-hour. This is a bearish reversal pattern. Okay, this is a bearish reversal pattern. If I'm to take any trade on Euro CHF today, it will be a sell. Okay, it will be a sell. But let's start with the weekly time frame. Let's see how last week candle closed. Okay, last week candle closed strongly bullish after clearing liquidity at this previous high. Okay, after clearing liquidity at that high, what happened? So if you're going to sell, wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form, and we already find that on 4-hour time frame, right? So liquidity has been cleared. Wait for now. If you apply your Fibonacci from this swing high, to this swing low, so you can see price is currently at a premium level. Price is currently at premium level, and you don't buy from premium, you sell at premium. Okay, so let's go to daily and see what we have on daily. So if today's candle closes bearish, then you should consider selling Euro CHF. Okay, consider selling Euro CHF. But let's see what we have on 4-hour. So on 4-hour, we already have what looks like an engulfing pattern. Okay, what looks like an engulfing pattern. Can you see this? This is a bearish reversal pattern. So if I'm going to take any trade on Euro CHF, it will be a sell, and my stop loss will be few pips above this level. My stop loss will be few pips above this level. Okay, so that's my take, and my first target will be this low will be my first target on Euro CHF. So for today, Euro CHF is bearish. Euro CHF is bearish. I hope that Mrs. Good morning. I can see you. I can see you, Mrs. Fumi. So I think that will be all for today's session. Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Do you have any question? What was your experience with gold last week? What was your experience with gold last week? I took a lot of it from gold last week. I took a lot of it from gold last week. What was your experience with gold? I know a lot of people are in drawdown right now. A lot of people are in drawdown. Who also took the hit last week. So this in the market, nothing surprises me in the market. I've been in the game for years, so in as much I didn't lose more than I was willing to lose on gold. Okay, I didn't lose more than I was willing to lose on gold. But a lot of people removed their stop loss. A lot of people left their trading, and they are hoping and praying that gold will reverse. Hope and prayer does not work in this business. Okay, you just have to trade your plan. You have to trade your plan. If you're trading against your plan, don't pray and hope that the market will reverse. Okay, you don't hope and pray. If the market is going against you, exit the trade. Take that small loss. Take that small loss and wait for the next opportunity. Money loss can be recovered. You can recover whatever money you lose in the market when you have capital, when you have funds in your trading account. That is why you have to preserve your capital. You have to do everything to preserve your capital so that you would have funds to execute new opportunities. Okay? Always use stop loss. Always stop loss. Before you enter a trade, you should know the risk on the trade and be comfortable with the risk. Don't take risks that will not make you sleep at night. Take risks that you are comfortable with. Okay? Take risks you're comfortable with, please. Wow, that's great, Wisdom. You made good profit from gold. Congratulations. Congratulations, Wisdom. Okay? Please ensure you like the stream. Ensure you like the stream. And if this is your first time participating in the live stream, ensure you subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you'll get notified by YouTube. And also anytime I drop a video, you would also get notified by YouTube. So please subscribe if this is your first time. And if you really got so much value from this stream, please like the stream so that others can get to see this video. It's very important. Okay, thank you very much. I think there are no questions, right? So we can end today's session. We'll be meeting tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, same time, 10 a.m. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.